And all I knew I was doing was getting up in the morning and going and grafting every day. And I know that's normal, apparently. Apparently that's what normal is. But the truth of it is what your normal should be is what makes you the happiest. What makes you absolutely thrive. What makes you wiggle when you get out of bed in the morning because you just can't wait to get there. Hello, I've done it. I've finally done it. I cannot wait to show you in a second. Sometimes in life, it's just time to level up. It's time to do something to grow your business, progress. And for me, something that I really needed to do was move out of my garage, where a lot of my content has been. It's been on the drive of my house. It's been very personal. It's kind of, you know, when things are on your doorstep, as great as it seemed at the time, having, you know, and it is, it's great having a double garage. It was great being able to work off my drive, but eventually when you're doing it day in, day out, it becomes just quite unenjoyable because you just feel like you're at home all the time. But I've managed to get myself a unit on a really lovely farm, and I'm going to show you it. The potential in this place is insane, and this is the new unit. It is bloody huge. So as you can see, I've already got myself a load of OSB board, which I'm going to be paneling all around these walls here. So I want to do that because aesthetically it's going to look nice. It's going to look nice having a little bit of wood in here. It's nice, you know, even when I eventually get my own house, me and the missus, we just want, like, we want wooden floors. We want to really try and bring nature into it. And to be honest, although it's going to still look construction-y, which it should, it's just going to look a little bit more natural. So the plan is to have boards. I'm going to fix boards all into all of these here, and then I'm going to have a workbench, which is going to be along the back wall there. No, maybe have a plant up there. Going to have some shelving there. I want to have a sofa over here to chill out, a little bit of a chill zone. And I think originally I was like thinking of different ways to fill it up and blah, blah, blah. But you know what, to start off with, that's what it's going to be. I want all of this to be nice and open, left to just work in. So it's nice. When I'm working, I can make good content. It's going to look clean and open. I mean, just look how tall the ceilings are in here. It's so high. You can breathe. It's actually warm and it's quite sunny outside at the moment. But I think because when the sun is on this is like a radiator. So concrete floor. I'm buzzing. I'm so happy. Let's have a little look. Yeah. So also because it's on a farm, it's just beautiful. We've got a lake over here. This is all going to be getting cleaned up as well over time. Yeah, but this is it. These were like, there were some like old barns which just had like hay bales in and stuff apparently. So I was really lucky to get this. Absolutely buzzing with it. So anyway, I'm going to stop nattering your ears off. I need to start putting some battens in across here. And then I'm just going to start fitting boards to the wall. And that's it. I mean, I don't know how much I'm going to get done in this video. I don't know whether to just show you today. I don't know whether to show you the whole kind of process altogether. I really want to just start trying to get out regular content as well. So, but if you can let me know in the comments, like what you think I should be doing. Should I be doing more regular, not necessarily shorter videos, but just a little bit more like this. This is what I'm doing today. Tie it up, go home, edit it, get it uploaded. And then when I'm up here next, do it again. Or maybe I should do a couple of days at the same time. You lot are the ones that watch YouTube. You lot are the ones that are here for a reason, and you're in my algorithm watching my video for a reason. And so it's up to you how you want me to upload. So feel free to just get involved, leave it down below. I will 100% take all of your opinions into consideration. That was that was like a bang gunshot. I think it's to stop birds and stuff eating their crops, I think. So anyway, I'm gonna get this all set up, and yeah, I'm just gonna check in with you as the day goes on, and just tell you what's going on. All right, guys, see you in a bit. Mwah. Thanks for joining me. Let's get going. Oh, right, we're just doing all these little things at the minute. I've just decided to hang all of these up. I don't even know if you guys want to see all of this rubbish. But anyway, I'm one of the most unorganised people ever. You can ask my business partner Cam when he came over and we started building some sinks in my garage. It was just terrible. That's why you lot have just like not seen much content in my garage, because I always take it and it just looks horrendous because it's just crap everywhere. So anyway, we started off by putting some screws in so I can have my rucksack, pouch, lock for the gate. These, by the time you see this video, you might have seen this video. Rucksack, that. I did put another screw in there. I can't even remember what that's for. Anyway, I'm sure I'll remember in a bit. Also, you seen the cat earlier. I got some cat biscuits for little cats. There's 6 cats on here. If you know me, you know how much I love cats. So that was a massive bonus. That was like almost a bit of a selling point actually. Oh, little doggo coming over. So they're all up. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start cutting down some of this timber, which we're going to start slotting into here. And once that's in, then I can start offering up some of these OSB boards. And that's what we're going to do. By the way, thanks Karcher for the Hoover and the very kind lady that sent it out to me. Because I'm going to be really anal about this, I've got the laser level out, which is the obviously. And what we've done is we have leveled through, this is where my tiling skills are coming in, guys. We've leveled through off the highest point, the same as you would do with a windowsill or something like that. We've lasered it off the highest point, and which means we're going to have a slight overhang on this side. What it means is that at the top of that board, the biggest top part of the board is going to be level at the top. It's going to come across and it's just going to slightly overhang the beam that it's going to be in contact with. But what it means is to the eye, it's going to be nice and level, which is exactly what we want. So this video is going to be about something a little bit more specific. It was going to be about following your dreams and going and getting it and going and doing it. And really this is what that is. I mean, what this is what I've wanted for so long. I've wanted to have my own place. And you know, over the years, if I trace back everything that I've been doing, whether it's from where I started when I was on a building site, tiling, wasn't very happy and just started recording myself. I started recording myself just to give me something of mine that I owned. I could go away, I had my Instagram page, which I was uploading onto, and I owned it. The content on there was mine, and although I was spending days working for a company, not very happy, I wasn't absolutely miserable, but I just wasn't that happy. I wasn't as happy as I should be, and as that you should be. And so I gradually started doing little things, one step at a time, to get happier. started off recording myself. Then that was just for an online portfolio of work, which I then started being able to use to get some of my own work. That was one step. Then I started getting some of my own work, which I started doing on weekends. Because I started getting my own work on weekends, I started getting even more portfolio pieces of things that wasn't on building sites. And then once I had that, I eventually managed to pull away, started doing my own work. So I was doing private work full time. Then I got really busy doing that. I was like, I want to get booked up 6 months. I want to be 6 months booked up so I know what I'm doing. And I eventually got myself to the point of where I had like 6-7 months of work booked up, and I was sitting there, I was like, oh, I know what I'm doing for the next 6 months of my life. How flipping boring. And I hated it. I hated the thought that I had 6 months ahead of myself, and all I knew I was doing was getting up in the morning and going and grafting every day. And I know that's normal, apparently. Apparently that's what normal is. But the truth of it is what your normal should be is what makes you the happiest, what makes you absolutely thrive, what makes you wiggle when you get out of bed in the morning because you just can't wait to get there. And that wasn't it for me. And so I had to spend 6 months filtering through my diary, grinding through, getting there. Eventually got it down to like 1 month. And then I was quite happy just being 1 month ahead of myself. Oh, I want to take my time a little bit. Okay, have a little bit of time off. Do this, do that, have a little play around. I've done more and more content creation, and I eventually got approached by my first collaborative, sponsorship, which was Easy Bathrooms, who I'm still with to this day. And if it wasn't for them, although I've put a lot of hard work in, sometimes you need a push, and they gave me such a big push, and they've been such a huge part of my journey so far, and I will be forever grateful to them. And basically where I'm going with this is that, if you wake up every single day and you think, okay, how can I get a little bit better? How can I get a little bit closer to what I want? And I eventually realised that what I want is, I started enjoying doing furniture. I love content creating. I love making content. And every step that I take now is just getting more and more into a position where how can I do what I love as easy and as most enjoyable as possible? And that has led me to this. It's led me to having my own unit where I can make content, hopefully start teaching you guys more things, make furniture. I don't have to rely on being in a customer's house and packing up at the end of the day. And although I will still do bathrooms, I don't have a solid plan of what I'm going to do in here. And doesn't that sound risky? Guess what? We all need to take risks in life. What I know is I'm going to be building furniture in here. I know I'm going to be making content. I know I'm going to be renovating it and turning it into a little snug. And it's what I want right now. And a lot of the time you can overanalyze things and you never end up getting around to doing it. And if you don't do anything, in 12 months' time, you're going to be in exactly the same position you're in now. If you do something, it might be a little bit of a risk. It might not go right, but at least you know by taking that step, whether it was a good step or not. And it's never going to be the end of the world. 99% of the time, it's not going to be the end of the world. And you can either go back or, there's so many examples I could give you. And so just listen to your heart and follow what makes you happy. Think about what really makes you wiggle in the morning and just can't wait. Because I'm telling you now, I sat there last night, and actually it was quite a rough night because my daughter wouldn't go to sleep. But I sat there last night and I just felt like, I can't believe, like I just don't feel like I work anymore. And in a way I don't, but I kind of do. It's weird. I just don't have the relationship with what I do now as it being work. I just want to be here. There's nothing more I want to do than be here right now. And that is the best position I've ever been in. And I'm not saying this to show off. I'm saying it to just, if anything, try to encourage you to do the same. And yeah, maybe motivate you a little bit to do it. I don't know, but that's just my story, and that's how I've got to here. And I just thought I'd share that with you quickly. So anyway, I'm going to finish this little bit of food, and then we're going to go and get this up on the wall. Guys, thank you so much for watching, by the way. What you're watching now is the start of a whole new journey. And yeah, just thank you for being here. Okay, so first board is up and nice and level, which is exactly what we wanted. So we're going to repeat the process all the way around. Here we are, let's get nice, let's get a cool wash. Guys, look at the size of it. Look at the size of it. Bit sketchy. That's one wall done. Hopefully this won't take quite as long, but it's looking marvellous. So you can kind of see where it's going now. This just looks great already. It's exactly what I want it to look like. It's just nice, it's busy, the woodiness. Anyway, so yeah, we're going to carry that out the whole way around. Workbench going to be on there. Workbench we're building out of chipboard 2, but it's the 18mm, so it's nice and thick. It's going to be nice and strong. So I might just carry on putting some battens in here, and then we'll be back. It's Friday today, Saturday tomorrow, so I don't think I'll be back this weekend. But Monday we're going to be in full force. Anyway, I'm going to keep cracking on, keep getting done what I can, and yeah. Let's see my favourite thing about my new place. Cats. I think I might have mentioned earlier, there's 6 cats on here. These are 2 brothers. Hey, misters. Say hello. But yeah, so that's really nice. But yeah, this is it, guys. This is the journey we're on, and I truly believe it was all just through. It was all just through doing what I enjoy and doing what makes me happy, and trying to run as far away from what doesn't make me happy as possible. In life, sometimes we need to do things that we don't enjoy. But it's equally as important to really fire and run towards the things that do make us happy in life. So that's it. Right then, let's wrap this sucker up, and I'll catch you later on. See you in a bit. Mwah.